Welcome to Bosnia! Today we'll be checking out the ND filters from Neewer for the Luna Ultra. I'm gonna show you everything you need to know about ND filters, when to use them, why to use them, and when not to use them. Let's go. So the idea for ND filters is basically just one, and that is to get the right amount of motion blur for your video. Now you've probably heard of the 180-degree shutter rule, and this is where you need ND filters to achieve that. So what is the 180-degree shutter rule? So the 180-degree shutter rule, well, that basically means that you need the right shutter speed in order to get the right motion blur alongside with the frame rate of the video that you have. And currently I'm shooting with 25 frames per second, and if I don't follow the 180-degree shutter rule, this is how the video looks. I mean, it looks okay, it's exposed correctly because I'm auto exposing, but you can almost see every frame as I'm panning the shot. And this is the same shot following the 180-degree shutter rule. Now the frames get blended together with that motion blur. So if I want to set my shutter speed to 1/50th of a second, well, this is how this would look. Now this is the exposure that I get here. So I need like an ND64 to actually bring the exposure down and make it look okay.
My name is Alejandro, you name. Alex, where are you from, Alex? Slovenia, Alex. Lova, Alex, look, look. Hey, Alex.
Oh, this is so cool.
Teşekkürler, Mert. Vallahi teşekkür.
Dude, seriously, that's not ice cream. Now, when it comes to the settings for the Luna Ultra, if you want to use ND filters, we still have the problem that there is no exposure value indication, so you don't know what the exposure value is. Now, honestly, on a sunny day like this, you can easily go with ND64 if you want to go with 1/50th of a second shutter speed, and you can set your ISO to max 400. You will be pretty much in the ballpark when it comes to exposure, but when it comes to more like tricky situations, you are going to have to experiment. And there's a trick that I use on the Luna Ultra to figure out what exposure I'm actually at. Now, when you put on your ND filter on your camera, you then go to your exposure settings and you go all manual. So I'm going to set my ISO to manual, ISO 100, and then I'm going to go to my shutter speed and set that to auto. Now this way I get a kind of a measurement of what the right shutter speed is, and this would be like your exposure value. So 1/60th sounds about right. I can easily go 1/50th, it's not that far off. And then just for safe measures, I set my auto ISO to be max 400 in case things get a little bit darker. And that's how you figure it out without an exposure value measurement. So while I bore you with the whole ND filter thing, I have to talk about the country that we are in, and this is Bosnia. And you've probably heard about this country when there was a really horrible war, but we're not going to be talking about the Balkan wars in the 90s. I'm actually going to be showing you the wonderful culture that is Sarajevo, like the capital of Bosnia, which is really cool. I mean, a whole bunch of different cultures mixed together. Here for a golden necklace. So this would be the old town of Sarajevo, and it's called Baščaršija. Here you can have a whole bunch of local foods and coffee and drinks, and more importantly, it is a kind of a traditional Muslim or Turkish style place for shopping. I mean, you have restaurants, you have coffee shops, and a whole bunch of things to eat. Now, Bosnia is kind of a very special place because of the mix of the cultures. It was the only country in the former Yugoslavia that had Islam as its religion, and it stayed until now. I mean, this is also why the whole war was happening. I mean, that's a part of it. But you have here, you have Christians, you have, Muslims, which are like the predominant religion and culture, and you have Orthodox Christians as well. So it's a really mixture of like everything that you can imagine. I mean, you have churches, you have mosques, you have everything in one local place, which is a unique thing to see, and people were kind of, going along with each other. There was not a lot of fighting or something. Well, at least after the war. Wow, the local prayers. You can hear this all over town whenever there's a Muslim prayer, and there's a whole bunch of mosques and a whole bunch of prayers happening, sometimes all at once. But if we get back to the ND filters, there is one downside. If you want to use the Luna Ultra for like a vlogging situation with the 15mm wide angle lens attachment, well, you don't have an ND filter for that. So it's either cinematic motion blur or this, digital looking vlogging situations. I mean, I guess it would be hard to have a wide angle lens with ND filters, which, I mean, for vlogging doesn't really make any sense. So it's better to have sharp images than everything just blurry all the time. So, I mean, just something to think about. So Alex, what do you like about this place?
Everything. Like, I really like it. It's
What's the best thing?
smash burger.
Smash burger? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
smash burger is good. My review of the Neewer ND filter pack for the Insta360 Luna Ultra. So do I recommend this? Well, definitely yes. If you want to get those cinematic shots, use the links down in the description if you want to try these out. Also, consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, and well, if you want to stay on the channel, then watch one of these two videos. Thank you, and I'll see you in one of these two. Bye bye. So this was my review of the Neewer's ND filter pack. This is harder than you think. There's like a whole bunch of people here, but yeah, anyway. Okay, I think now we're good.